It's all on the table. 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 We ain't gonna walk around it. Oh no. We ain't gonna talk about it. Let's go. We ain't gonna walk around it. Oh no. We ain't gonna talk about it. Let's go. It's all on the table. 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 It's Raw Sass and he gon' bring it like a DoorDash. Every Thursday at noon, it's about to be a blast. We put it all on the table like a smorgasbord. And it don't matter the subject, it can be explored. Yeah, it's Philly's on and he going strong. Don't bring the kids cause we talking grown. Bring your opinion, don't matter if it's right or it's wrong. We preaching the topic it's on. It's all on the table. 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 We ain't gonna walk around it. Oh no. We ain't gonna talk about it. Let's go. We ain't gonna walk around it. Oh no. We ain't gonna talk about it. Let's go. It's all on the table. 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 It's all on the table.
What's motherfucking poppin'? Y'all already know what it is. We back in the building. All on the Table podcast coming at you live each and every motherfucking Thursday. I be your boy, Raw Sass, talking my shit as I do oh so motherfucking well. We got a special treat for y'all today. So as y'all know, I went down to Podfest and I met some interesting folks while I was there. I tell people all the time, man, when you see a motherfucker sitting in the corner, that's a motherfucker that know a whole lot. And if they don't know a lot, you should be scared of their ass anyway, because motherfuckers ain't quiet for no goddamn reason. But it is what it is. So we got to talking inside the black hallway. Yeah, the black hallway definitely was popping. We got to talking in the black hallway. And I don't remember what I said, but I said something that had to do with music. And when I say this motherfucker came to life, this motherfucker came to life. So we got Jaedasound in the building. What's happening?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Man, I'm great. Ain't no point in complaining. Life be lifing, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm
Yeah.
glad you did get me talking though, because I was definitely very quiet in that corner.
Facts. You were just sitting there chilling real hard. I'm like,
Yeah.
why is this lady over here just so quiet? What's going on? She's starting to make me a little nervous. Somebody need to start talking to her. Something. What the hell is going on? So, all right, let the folks know a little about yourself.
So my artist name is Jaedasound. I am a recording artist. I'm also an audio engineer and a professor at a college. Um, I've been doing music since I could probably talk. So it's been a long time, a long journey. I have experience working on games, on movies, working with other artists, mixing for them, writing for them, producing for them. So I'm kind of, diverse in that field.
Okay. So with these 40 years of experience you have, how old are you?
I'm 24.
24 years old, a professor at college, work on games, work on movies, work on podcasts, do your own music, writing and producing. How the fuck do you find time to do all of this shit?
A lot of time management. Um, I spend a lot of time organizing my days, like weeks in advance. So my schedule is kind of charted out every day.
Wow. So you got to stick to a routine every day.
Yeah, yeah.
That just, yeah, that don't sound like it will work for me. I don't know how you do that. I can't have my whole everyday planned out, mapped out. That just wouldn't work for me. I like to, from time to time, I like to free fall, see what happens, go from there type shit.
Yeah, I got scheduled time for that.
Roger the fuck that. Roger the fuck that. So, with all of these things that you do, which one do you believe that you are the best at and why?
I would have to say I'm probably the best at writing. And I would say that because I've written for country artists, I've written for classical artists, um, jazz, soul, R&B, hip hop, trap. Like I've kind of transitioned between all of those different genres. A lot of the songs that I do write are very catchy. They catch your attention. So I would say my writing is pretty much my strong
Okay.
suit.
And being as though you ghostwrite, how do you feel about artists who only use ghostwriters? Do you feel like you're talented enough to make an artist good, or should it be a balance between you writing your own shit and you getting stuff wrote for you?
Right, there should be an aspect of music that has you in it. You can't really sell something that you're not. You can try to, but people can see through that. So I think there should be an element of you being yourself, even if it's with the person that's writing for you, right? Like they should know something about you that ties into who you are and how you are. So it is believable that it's yours.
I was about to say, when you write for somebody, are they in the room with you, or how does that work?
There are times when they're in the room with me, but most of the time I'm by myself. We'll have a conversation. They'll tell me what they want the song to be about, or they'll just send me the track and they'll ask me what I hear. So it's kind of back and forth in that kind of way.
So they send you a random track and say, "What do you hear?" What the fuck? I mean, basically, that's your song at that point.
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
I,
it really depends. If it's agreed upon that it's just something that I'm doing and they're paying me to do that, then of course, that's just how that goes. But if it's a situation where it's like, well, now I've recorded on it and it's mine. But yeah, there's usually intent before anything else, before the writing process even starts.
okay. How'd you even get into ghostwriting?
So I got into it kind of just through circumstance. So when I was in school, a lot of people would like play me beats or like ask me for like my opinion when they would be writing songs or like rapping. I remember going to the studio with this one rapper and he was having problems with his hook. And I was like, oh, well, I hear this on it. And he was like, you hear what? Like, what do you mean you hear? And I'm like, it just sounds like this would fit on it. So I wound up recording his chorus, and then he just took the words, put it in his own voice, and put it on his track. And from there, I just had a whole bunch of people come to me and be like, "Hey, can you write for me? Can you do this chorus for me, or like send me a demo, whatever?" So that's kind of how that started.
So do you do more hooks or verses?
I do both, um, but I think I do more choruses just because I can kind of get that hook for them.
Hmm.
So yeah,
You
that's
could
that's
think of
usually
something catchy enough, quick enough that you could get them out of there real quick.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay. When you ghostwrite for folks, because I know you make beats as well. Do you make the beats for them too?
Yeah, there's been times where I've made like beats for people. There's demos that I've made for other artists as well. So like I'll actually make the whole track, and if I don't like it for myself, I'll send it off to someone else.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So it's none of them in that song at all. That song is literally all you, start to finish. It's just their name on it.
Yeah, sometimes.
Have you ever have you ever done that and somebody made the song like not sound good?
Um, yeah, but I had enough freedom in that exchange to where I could just be like, "Hey, I didn't like it, so I'm gonna keep the song." I don't really put myself in a lot of situations where I can't take the song back if I produced it and wrote it.
Mm,
It's a little bit different if I didn't produce a track and they're just coming to me and asking for me to write. So
wow. So did you start writing and into producing, or you started producing and got into writing?
I started producing and then got into writing. So I started off producing. I'm pretty good at producing. I just don't do it as much as I do write.
How'd you get into producing?
So when I want to say 13, my older brother, he got FL Studios on one of our computers. And we were just sitting there going through sounds. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'm going to sit here and kind of just mess with stuff. So I started making beats then. Didn't really know what I was doing, but I was like, oh, okay, I could see myself doing this. And that's kind of where that started. I remember I was like in the kitchen on this computer, just messing around.
And how old were you when you were doing all of this?
13. I was 13.
So at 13, you started writing for folks and producing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's crazy. You said you got scores on games and movies and all of that too?
Yeah, yeah, I do.
How did we get
Uh,
into that?
so when I was going to school, when I went to Full Sail, I got in contact with a lot of the people from different degree programs. So one of them I used to just talk to during like Hall of Fame, which is where all the people that graduated that have like Grammys and Oscars and all kinds of stuff, they come back to the school and they talk to people. So I met him during that time, and he was a filmmaker, and he had just graduated. I didn't think much of the exchange at the time, but later on he like hit me up and he was like, "Hey, I need music for this documentary I'm doing." So I winded up just through the networking that I did at the school, getting that opportunity. As far as the games goes, my older brother, he got his master's in excuse me, game design. So he was running a lab there, and I was just able to hop on one of the games that he was working with in there. So
And
that's how that.
what game was that?
I don't even know how to pronounce it. It
Oh
was an
shit.
Indian game. Yeah. I think it was. I gotta look. I don't even know how
Wow.
to pronounce it.
What documentary what did you score on?
It's called Alliance is Broken. It's a documentary about a football team that was kind of started to rival NFL, but it really wounded up just being like Firefest. So that was the movie that I worked on.
Hold on. What do you mean it started being like Firefest?
Like the person wasn't paying people, and just
Wow.
it was a whole mess, right?
Oh
So
wow.
yeah.
Oh wow. So being as though you do so much, producing, writing, all of that, right? And
Mhm.
you're still only 24, so you got a long way to go when it comes to this shit.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the state of hip hop right now? Because for you to do this much, that means you would had to pay attention to what was before you, even though you in the realm of what's going on right now. So how do you feel about the evolution of hip hop, if you will?
Um, it's hard to say because there's aspects of it that I love, and then there's other parts that I wish would be different. Um, I know that there's what sells, right? And then I know there's underground things, which I love. I love the underground hip hop that's out, or people that are kind of famous but not really. But all of the mainstream stuff that I'm seeing is it's not true to what hip hop really was. So
What
I
do you
don't know.
mean
I
by
have
that?
like I just mean like it doesn't hip hop was just like rebellion, right? It was like punk. It was just like, we're fighting against all of these things and telling people about our lives and what we go through. And like it still happens today in some of the music, but a lot of it's now just selling sex, selling the image of like, oh, I can get this woman, I have this much money, which is cool, but that's not really where the roots were,
So
you
you
know.
don't believe in the sexual liberation of lyrics now?
Like I said, it's bittersweet. I believe in it. I understand it. I know where it's coming from. Like I know why it is the way it is. I would just like to see more of what we used to have. More stuff that we can just play whenever and everybody will just know it, and not stuff that's just like, oh, it's hot for a little bit. It's hot for this year. It's hot for this month. Like we had songs back in the day that were like hot still now. Like if you put it on, people will still know
This is a
every
fact.
lyric, will still dance to it. I feel like a lot of this music now is just like you throw it out there and then it's tossed in the trash. Like you're not really gonna listen to it again. You're not really gonna, a couple years from now, you're not even gonna listen to that shit because who's going into the house and being like, oh, I'm gonna play Ice Spice today for my kids? Like nobody's gonna do that.
That's crazy because I was about to ask you right now. I guess the hottest two females in the game is Ice Spice and fucking what's the cockroach name? I can't think her name. The one from St. Louis. Y'all know you know who I'm talking about. What's the chick name? Sexy Red.
Oh no,
Them two are basically like the hottest thing out right now. So are you fucking with them, or it's like why? Like why do they still do music? How do you feel about them?
I mean, I'm so focused on myself that like other people kind of don't matter. But I mean, I understand their music. I could dance to their music now. Like it's fun, but I just don't think it's something that's gonna last, you know? And I don't really like that part of it. Where it's like you have this career now, but you telling me when you hit 40, 50, you're still gonna be singing about the same stuff. And then if you're not singing about the same stuff, who's still gonna listen to you? Or like how are you gonna find that new audience? Because that's a different phase of life. That's a different version of yourself. So how are you gonna get there?
This is
Especially if you
true.
start this way. If you start this way and try to market something else, you're gonna be family friendly later on. Like, no, like what?
I mean,
What are you gonna do?
look at Nicki Minaj. She had the super gimmick. She said, "Oh, I'm older. Let me not be gimmicky." People stopped listening. She went back to being gimmicky, and people still ain't feeling it no more. I mean, as you get older, your core audience changes. Again, they grow up.
Yeah,
So if you wasn't, if you try to use the same exact shit that you was saying then, are they really still in that same mind frame to give a fuck about what you saying right now?
right.
So when you do your music, are you thinking about these things? What are you thinking about when you make your songs?
Honestly, when I make something, it's all in the moment. So there are a couple projects that I feel like, hey, this could be played, you know, for years to come. And then there's other projects where I'm like, yeah, this was just fun for the moment. This was me in that moment. You know, this is me when I feel like I wanted to party, or this is me when I was going through a heartbreak. But all of my music is me and how I've evolved over time. So nothing is ever just like a gimmick with me. All of my music is just an evolution of who I've been in the past and who I'm becoming now. So I feel like my music is just gonna grow with me.
Okay. All right. So speaking of your music, I got your music pulled up right now on Amazon Music. What
Mhm.
song would you like for me to play? Because I want to play a song and I want you to let us know either how you was feeling or what the song was about or just explain the song to us.
Ooh, coming down. Coming down is a good one.
Coming down.
Coming down, yeah.
All right, let's make it happen.
You only love me now. You only love me now. 'Cause you just coming down. 'Cause you just coming down. 'Cause you just coming down. You only love me now. You only love me now. 'Cause you just coming down. 'Cause you just coming down. Down, down. You only love me now. 'Cause you just coming down. Down, down. You only love me now. 'Cause you just coming down. Down, down, down. Knowing you want me when you coming down. Knowing no one else gon' be around. Call me, you say that you needed me now. Disregard anyone you have around. You only want me cause this is familiar. You only want me cause I was a healer. You only want me cause I make you feel, huh? I make you feel, huh? I make you feel like you real. Maybe it was a real deal. Play with it now, my feelings you kill. Pieces on me wanna kill her. All she talks about is feels, huh? She wants somebody to feel her. About to send her to the streets. So all these can feast, tell my heart loose off the leash. Give me a good release, please stop release, She don't need it, she a eater. No one, nobody gon' need her. Nobody gon' need her. You only love me now. You only love me now. 'Cause you just coming down. 'Cause you just coming down. 'Cause you just coming down. You only love me now. You only love me now. 'Cause you just coming down. 'Cause you just coming down. Down, down. You only love me now. 'Cause you just coming down. Down, down. You only love me now. 'Cause you
wanna be with me. Hey, everyone has a reason. Everyone has a season. You miss me, you need me, okay? Heard you don't need a repeat. Nah, pause and think before you speak. Raging me finna tweet. Nah, cheating on me as we speak. Should've known. Can't put no throne. No throne. About to send it to the streets. So all these feet. Turn my heart loose off the leash. Give me a good release. Please, I release. She don't need it, she a eater. Knowing nobody gon' need her. Nobody gon' need her. You only love me now. Cause you just coming down. You just coming down. Keep using my heart like a weapon. That's your mind, really gon' learn you a lesson. All of that lessons that I am not pressing. About to turn you in a different direction. Playing with me like I'm not a damn blessing. I don't want hair when you start regretting. Don't even care when you start regression. All of this pain, it brings out aggression. Never want touching, but leave where I'm better. Cause you just coming down. I'm a regretter. Cause you just do I regret her. I'm a regretter. You only love me now. Cause you just coming down. Down, 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 down.
So I feel like this song can be interpreted two different ways.
Mm-hmm.
One is sound like you are singing to your ex who is a female, or you're speaking from a man's perspective, looking at the female. I can't tell which one though. Which one is it?
It's the first one.
Okay.
You faked it. You faked it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going through it. So I was in I was in a relationship that was not healthy. Like I thought it was, in the beginning. I definitely thought like, this is somebody I would probably marry. Like this is like, my person. But I mean, I just started putting pieces together that just didn't make sense. Um, like we were friends before anything, but then it got to a point where it's just like I'm seeing you become this person that's only really hitting me up to soothe whatever you got going on. Like it's not like you genuinely want to be around me because you just
Mm.
want to be there. You just want someone to kind of soothe you over, and that it hit really hard for me for a long time. Like it was just like I'm giving you all this genuine love, and you're just sitting here playing in my face, pretty much.
So
Um,
that's what you mean by coming down.
yeah, just like using me when you have problems. Like when everything else is crazy around you, I'm the reason that you're coming down now. Like I'm the reason that you feel like you can come back to sanity and be okay. And I shouldn't be the
Mm.
reason for that. You should be standing on your own.
Hmm. Okay. I get where you're going. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Roger the fuck that.
Yeah.
Okay. You did the beat, you did the hook, you did the verses, you did everything. All is
So
that everything all you?
not in this song. In this song, one of my old coworkers, he did the beat. He's super dope. His name is Jesse Fick. You should probably interview him too. He's super, super dope. So he did that beat
That beat
and he
is
mixed it
definitely
for me.
that beat is definitely tough as shit too.
Yeah, the beat's crazy. He mixed it for me. He did the beat. I just wrote everything and recorded it. So
How long did it take you to write that? Because you feel like you was deep in your feelings when you wrote that song.
I don't really spend that long on writing. I think after I heard it, it took me maybe a day or two to write it.
Because you actually was feeling it.
Yeah.
Typically, when it takes you a long time to write something, and not always does it mean that you're not feeling it, but sometimes it does. When you first hear something, that first initial feeling usually drives how you write, how long you write, shit like that. So that's one of those songs. I feel like it didn't take you long to write it and you wanted to record it ASAP type shit. Did she hear the song?
Hmm.
Did she hear this?
Yeah, I played it for her while we were still together.
Why? Oh, why y'all was actually together?
Yeah,
Oh,
I played it
and
for her while we were together.
how was that interaction?
Uh,
Was it like,
she
did you play it as a breakup song or you need to fix this shit or I'm out type song?
honestly, I didn't even tell her it was about her. She asked, but I was just like, nah,
Oh,
it's just a song.
you're back down.
Yeah, it was just no, it's just a song. Cause like at that time, like we were still working it out. So I was just like, yeah, this is just my therapy right now. Like it wasn't like a I'm leaving you or like we're done, whatever. It was just like a I'm hurting and I need to do something to like
Mhm.
have as an outlet for this.
And how did she actually feel about the song?
I think she liked the song, but she knew like there was pain in it. So
Hmm.
she had her own feelings about it. I don't think we really dove too deep into how she felt for real. So
Okay. So do you damn, I forgot what I was about to ask you that quick. That's horrible. My brain is all types of scattered. That's crazy. And I had a great fucking question for you. It is what the fuck it is. Let's play another motherfucking song though. What song would you like to hear next? What song would you like the people to hear next?
church clothes.
Church Clothes.
Church clothes, yeah.
First of all, that's a hell of a fucking name.
It's a hell of a song, trust me.
Church Clothes. Hold on. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it.
This is another
Church
track that
at
Jesse produced.
that who?
Jesse produced. Jesse Fick.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
So
another.
this I see you got a feature on here, Joe.
Yeah, he's playing some guitar on there.
So we got some live instruments in this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's get it popping.
I'll see you later, right? Yeah, I know. Bunch of shit we might regret, but later on, will you shoot me off a text? If not, mamas, it's cool, ain't no sweat. No, I'll see you later, popping off in the jets. Throw it back on me like we never even met. But I know your mama, so be easy, don't forget. No, she be at service on Sunday, working up a sweat. Yeah, no, she be upset if she saw a pride. Dance for me tonight and right up to the spot. She know what we gon' do. You call me your boo, you damn right, baby. So what you tryna do? Well, that's up to you. Girl, I'm tryna beat it up, eat it up too. Big boss shit, she call me daddy in the room. Ain't innocent, yeah, girl, I know the truth. Pretty girl in her church clothes, but on Saturday she throw it at me like a free throw. She a freak hoe. Pretty girl in her church clothes, but on Saturday she throw it at me like a free throw. She a freak hoe. And I'm coming for your mama too. And I ain't really here to start up on no drama boo. But your mama know the game, yeah, the way that she be playing. Got tired of her main, so you know we did the thing. I heard her on the phone. Came over for comfort, she don't wanna be alone. Then she took me home, and you know how that goes. Damn, sorry. Now, this before I met you. You probably heard us ballin' out in the bedroom. Told her I ain't tryna stress you, I'm just tryna stretch you. Then she hit me with the holy water like I bless you. I was impressed too. So good I might have swept you. But after that, I had met you. Now we all in the service, both of y'all looking nervous like pretty girl in her church clothes. But on Saturday she throw it at me like a free throw. She a freak hoe. Pretty girl in her church clothes. But on Saturday she throw it at me like a free throw. She a freak hoe. Pretty girl in her church clothes. But on Saturday she throw it at me like a free throw. She a freak hoe. Pretty girl in her church clothes. But on Saturday she throw it at me like a free throw. She a freak hoe.
Are you fucking serious? You've been sleeping with my bar?
I'm sorry.
I can't believe you. You ain't shit.
I know I ain't shit though.
So after watching you sit in that motherfucking corner, all extra quiet and shit, I wouldn't expect a song like this. But this
Yeah.
is why I say you gotta watch the quiet motherfuckers that's sitting in the corner. Right here. Right
Yeah, for
here.
sure.
So what's up with that song? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk
Okay,
to me.
so this song particularly, it's kind of a challenge that I did for myself. Jesse sent me a whole pack of beats, and I was just going through them, and I was just like, well, he named it church clothes, so I was like, all right, and I just challenged myself to kind of make up this story, So in the song, I'm basically saying I slept with the mom and the daughter, but I didn't know at the time that that was the mom or the daughter. Um,
So
I met the daughter.
are we just saying that it's a made up story or what?
No, no, that's a made up story.
Oh, okay. I just hey, listen, you never know.
Yeah, no, like it was just story writing for me. It was kind of like writing a script almost. But yeah, so I met the daughter at a party, and me and her wound up, going back and chilling, kicking it, whatever. But then I'm remembering back to a time where I was like, oh, so I met your mom too. But this is like after a church service, and she's crying about breaking up with somebody, and I just happen to be there to like comfort this person, and it just goes from there. And then at the very end, you can hear like two different girls at the end. One is saying mom, and the other one's saying daughter. But like, so I also think about music videos too when I make certain songs. So in this particular one, at the very end of the video, I'm thinking to be on the phone with both of them, and I'm talking to both of them at the same time.
Wow.
But I'm only really worried about still having a connection with the mom. So I'm just like, you know, got to go with the original.
Wow. Do you out of pocket? That's crazy. Um, okay. Do you do your own videography as well?
um, I have a camera. I could do it, but I kind of leave that up to the people that I know are best at doing that. I have done it in the past. I think I'm really good at like directing and like storytelling and stuff too, which is why it comes out so well in my music.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I haven't really picked up the camera and filmed. So.
Oh wow. So I just thought about you said you are a professor at Full Sail, which is for those of y'all that know what Full Sail is, let me let the professionals do what professionals do. What is Full Sail?
So Full Sail is a school pretty much for all of entertainment. So there's like sports broadcasting, there's recording artists, which is from music and recording and engineering. There's music production, there's games, film. So pretty much an industry school, industry college to teach you everything about being in the entertainment industry and in the entertainment business.
And Full Sail is like the creme de la creme of these types of schools, correct?
Yeah, yeah, it is.
How is it at 24 you are teaching and what are you teaching there?
So when I was at the school, like I was telling you, I networked with everyone. I used to talk to instructors, I used to talk to professors. Um, I talked to the heads of all of the programs, the directors. I got really close with the president of the school. So I tried my best to stay really close knit with all of these people and build like really solid relationships with everyone. So I kind of wound up there just by, you know, happenstance, knowing people. Also my credentials. So when my name came up, they were like, "Oh, we know her." So
Oh
the
wow.
interview was really cool. I actually got to get interviewed by one of my favorite instructors. So he interviewed me and he was like, "Yeah, so I already know you're gonna be on time. I know you're gonna do all the things that you need to do. So here we go."
And what do you teach?
So I teach critical listening, mixing techniques in Portfolio 3. So at the school
Whoa,
they
whoa,
have
whoa. Slow it down, players. Slow it down. Now say that again.
So I teach mixing techniques, which is a class about just mixing, like the basics of mixing audio.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I teach critical listening, which is the science of hearing. And then I teach PP3, which is a portfolio class where they go and they produce their own song and mix it all in a month. So it's for their portfolio for future jobs and things that they can show off later on.
All right, so the first two, it ain't but so much you could tell us that we gonna fucking understand. But critical thinking, I mean critical listening, exactly what does that mean?
So paying attention to like the world around you, pretty much paying attention to sound and how you hear it and how it's affected by the things that are in the way of it. So the way your room is set up, from like the dimensions of the room to the types of materials in the room, the way that those things can affect the way you're hearing what you're mixing.
Mm. So
Mhm.
basically, a lot of these so-called producers that really have no clue, they in a basement, no padding, no protection, no none of that. This is something that was probably hurting them more than they know.
Yeah, for sure. If you're in a basement or any place that has like a lot of close walls or like really weird shaped, like if the room is like a square, if it's a box, you're definitely gonna have areas in that room that have buildups of different frequencies. So let's say you don't have any bass traps, so you're probably doing too much of your low end just because you're not hearing it correctly. You're either overdoing it or underdoing it. So there's a lot of different factors for stuff like that.
What is one piece of advice you can give to a person right now sitting in a makeshift studio? What is the best one piece of advice you can give them for free that'll take them from 0 to at least 25% better?
Do ear training. It's really like the saving grace of any engineer is the way that they hear, right? So protect your ears. Don't go to clubs all the time. You know, definitely wear earplugs if you go anywhere, like even the movie theaters, wear earplugs. Some type of ear protection. Concerts, even if you're in loud spaces, I wear earplugs all the time, just to protect my hearing. But do that and make sure that you're doing some ear training. So if you go online and just look up ear trainings, you can do that all day long and get familiar with different frequencies and how they sound. So you're just better overall, for what you're listening to in your mixes.
So being a DJ and being a engineer is not really a good idea of doing both.
It's not that it's not a good idea, it's just a little more risky, I would say, unless you are properly protecting your hearing, right? So a lot of the times I've seen a lot of DJs like you're super close to the speakers, you don't have on any type of ear protection, or if you do have on some type of ear protection, it's just like over the ear kind of ear protection. Um, I would say in those cases it's a little more detrimental that you protect your ears just because you're so close to very loud music, very loud people, very loud spaces. So it's a little harder to protect that unless you're doing some type of like attenuated earplugs.
Hmm. Definitely just taught me some shit I definitely didn't know. But I ain't an engineer or a DJ, so it is what the fuck it is. Um, um, can anybody reach out to you and work? And if they do, what kind of work can they reach out to you for?
Oh, that's a long list. We talked about this.
We did.
Honestly, there's so many things that people can reach out to me for. So I do graphics. All of my artwork I've done for myself. So I do graphic design. Um, I compose, so not just normal beats or production. I can actually score a film if I wanted to. So actually like sheet music and everything if they needed that. Um, I can make any genre pretty much. I've done country, I've done pop, I've done hip hop, I've done trap, uh, jazz, all kinds of stuff. So I can do that. I also engineer for other people. So if you need mixes, I can do that. Um, I have someone for mastering, so I can point them in the right direction for it. Uh, I also do catering, which is kind of weird, but like I do catering. So
You just had to throw the random
weddings,
in there.
yeah, weddings, birthday parties, all that kind of stuff.
Let me
Uh,
let me ask you this because I know I used to not know the difference, and I'm
mhm,
not going to sit here and lie and say I 100% can completely hear the difference all the time.
mhm.
But what is the difference between mixing and mastering?
So mixing is for the basic overall levels of a song, right? So this is getting it clean. All of your tracks are sitting in the right places. Um, And at that point, you can kind of send it off to where the volume is then adjusted for commercial use, right? So with mastering, it is to prepare it for different medias. So if it's going to be on the radio, it'll be mastered to be able to be on the radio. If it's going to be in a film, it's going to be mastered to be able to be in that film. Um, so mastering is just like that last level of making sure the overall volume of the entire track is suitable for multiple medias.
So does this mean there are multiple versions of the mastered version of a song? Or does it mean that this one song is now mastered to where it can be played on all these different platforms?
It depends, but yes to both.
So is that why when people say owning the masters of a song, they're basically saying like the multiple, I guess, versions of this one song, even though it's the same song, but the frequencies for each one may be completely different. So is that what that means?
Owning the masters, that's pretty much owning the entirety of that song, right? Like owning the very polished, finished portion of it. So yeah,
Do you recommend for artists to get their songs mastered before they put them out?
absolutely, 100%. It will astronomically change how other people hear your songs. I definitely have songs up that were not mastered, and I wish they were, because if you play them on like the radio or like just off of Spotify, because of what Spotify does, it's so much quieter than you think it is unless it's actually mastered. So when it's mastered, wherever you play it, it'll pretty much for the most part be at the same level that you've heard it at.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Look at you in here teaching me some shit, Professor. Yeah. I'm fucking loving it. But one thing's for certain, two things for sure. Time is precious, and I don't like to hold people up. So we about to get the fuck about this camp. But before we go, I need you to answer 3 questions for the people. Actually, no, hold on. I got one more question before we go. Before I ask those 3 questions.
Okay.
And I ask everybody, not everybody, I ask most people this question, but for you, it's a little bit different. For you, it's a little bit different. Um, I need your top 5 producer slash artist of all time. Your top 5 producers slash artists. That means artists that can produce or producers that actually do music as well.
Oof, that's a hard one. Um,
Exactly.
yeah,
But
that's
you do
hard.
both. You do both.
I
And
do.
and I know you know music history and all that type shit. I'm pretty sure you the type that read the credits for shit, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, you gonna know a little bit more than the average person. So the names that you may name may be completely out of the ballpark of the average person's musical thoughts or musical palette, if you will.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand. Ask it one more time.
Your
One more.
top 5 producers slash artists.
Okay. This one is kind of. A lot of people don't say this one, but I feel like he's incredible. So Run DMC, love him, love him, love him. I think he was super, super dope. Um, Dr. Dre, Kanye, ooh, Missy is crazy. Timberland is crazy. Dang. Pharrell too. Pharrell too. We're just gonna toss him in there too. But in order though, I would have to say my favorite producer of all time is Pharrell. So Pharrell's kind of at the top for me. I've always loved his like beats. Like they're always been crazy, crazy, crazy. So Pharrell, and then I would say Timberland, Kanye, Run DMC, and then Missy.
Wow. So Dre got bumped at number 6. Okay. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, I'm here for it, especially when as an artist, I never really looked at Dre as that top artist. And I know for a fact he didn't write a lot of his shit. And I also know that a lot of the beats that are Dre beats aren't actually Dre beats. So I do look at Dr. Dre a little differently than most people look at Dr. Dre. It is
Yeah.
what the fuck it is. So I get it. I understand and I'm with it. I'm here for it. So we're gonna get the fuck out of here, but I need you to let people know three things. One, where can they find you? Two, what can they get from you? And three, what can they expect from you?
Okay. So you can find me on all platforms as Jaedasound, Jaedasound. There's no spaces in between that. So for my Instagram, there's an underscore at the end, and then there's one with no underscore, and it's just Jaedasound. Both of them are mine. You can reach me at both. You can also reach me just on Google. To be honest, you can just Google me, and I'll show up. All of my stuff will show up. Uh, as far as what I can do for other people, I can do mixes. I can do consultations just with artists who don't know where they're going or need some type of mentorship. Um, I can engineer for you. I can write for you. I can produce for you. Uh, I can manage you, honestly, too. So all of those things you can hit me up for. Graphic design you can hit me up for. Dang, what was your last one?
What can they expect from you?
What can they expect from me? A lot more music for sure. I have a project that I'm working on right now. One of them is an R&B project, and the other one is like a hip hop one. So it's like old school hip hop, like almost rap battle style hip hop. So I'm working on those two projects right now. There's a couple music videos in the work, and then there's a couple artists that I'm producing and writing for right now. So those projects are on the way too.
Any names we should be looking out for?
Big Money Joe.
Big Money
Big Money
Joe.
Joe.
It's a
Yeah,
hell
Big
of a
Money
name.
Joe. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
look out for him. Yep.
Roger that. What song would you like us to march out the door to?
Hello.
Hello.
Yep.
All right. All right, good people. Y'all know what it is. Make sure y'all check her the fuck out. She is fucking dope as shit. I'm telling y'all, if y'all seen her the way she was when I first met her, sitting there, ain't want to talk, super quiet, all tucked in the corner. I'm like, who the fuck is this psychopath sitting here? What the fuck is going on here? She about to kill somebody. She been sitting here too goddamn quiet, and I don't trust it. So I'm going motherfucking spark a conversation. It's happening. Then she got on that mic. As soon as we start talking about music, she was on go, like on go, on go. And I'm like, damn, I love dope minds. You 24 years old and you doing a whole lot of things, a whole lot of things. So there's no reason why you can't become a legend. And I've been calling her a legend since the day I met her. It is what the fuck it is. But y'all know the vibes, y'all know the waves. We out this bitch. I see you motherfuckers next week. Bong.
Damn. You don't even realize, like, could have had it all, bro. Fucked it up for yourself, didn't you?
I tell that bitch hello. I'm moving this way and I'm feeling so mellow. Hello, hello, hello. Waiting for my shit to get back right. She hit me up, she wanna come spend the night. I know it ain't right, I know it ain't right, I know it ain't right. Maybe after this, my bitch will put up a fight. I'm getting cynical. Oh, wait a minute, oh, where did my feelings go? Oh, no, thought you had it, baby, lost it in the night. Damn right. I tell that bitch hello. I'm moving this way and I'm feeling so mellow. Hello, hello, about to leave her shaking. And now I'm about to leave her shaking. Oh no, thought that you would have it forever, you were sadly mistaken. And now I'm about to leave her shaking. And now I'm about to leave her shaking. I tell that bitch hello. I'm moving this way, no feeling so mellow. Hello, 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 hello. I tell that bitch hello. I'm moving this way, no feeling so mellow.